सिर पर सीताराम, घर फिर क्या करना। तेरे 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 सिर पर सीताराम, घर फिर क्या करना। क्या करना, क्या करना, घर फिर क्या करना। क्या करना, क्या करना, घर फिर क्या करना। तेरे सिर पर सीताराम, घर फिर क्या करना।
तेरे सिर पर सीताराम, फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, क्या करना, घर फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, फिर क्या करना।
तेरे सिर पर सीताराम, घर फिर क्या करना। पर सीताराम,
फिर क्या करना।
तेरे सिर पर सीताराम, घर फिर क्या करना। तेरे सिर
पर सीताराम, फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, क्या करना, घर फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, क्या करना,
घर फिर क्या
करना। क्या करना, सिर पर सीताराम, फिर क्या करना। क्या करना, क्या करना, फिर क्या करना।
पितु रघुवर श्री जानकी मैया, पितु रघुवर श्री जानकी मैया, पितु रघुवर श्री जानकी मैया। फिर परेशान क्यों हो भैया।
क्यों परेशान हो भैया।
पितु रघुवर श्री जानकी मैया,
पितु रघुवर श्री जानकी मैया।
फिर परेशान क्यों हो भैया।
परेशान हो भैया।
तेरे कहेंगे कष्ट कमा, कर फिर क्या करना।
सीताराम, फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, क्या करना, कर फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, क्या करना, फिर क्या करना।
पर सीताराम, घर फिर क्या करना। पर सीताराम, घर फिर क्या करना। क्या करना, क्या करना, घर फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, क्या करना, फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, क्या करना, घर फिर क्या करना।
क्या करना, क्या करना, फिर क्या करना।
We'll get it by the end of the year. Don't worry. उसका अर्थ क्या है? What is the meaning of this thing? Huh? I'm singing it because you remember whichever bhajan I choose and we sing and all. We sing not because it sounds good. In Trinidad culture, we sing because it sounds good. You know, people like to sing that because it is sounding good. But the meaning is very nice. Huh? तेरे सिर पर सीताराम, फिकर फिर क्या करना. Means Ram, Sita Ram is there inside of us. The Lord is there, literally on top of our head. Sir par, literally, but it means inside of us. Fikar fir kya karna? Fir, then why you should worry? Why you should worry? Because Bhagwan is always. People call out about it. Bhagwan, please come. That is why when Draupadi was calling, Bhagwan never came. Because she was thinking Bhagwan is there in Dwarka. The moment she turned her mind and she called Bhagwan Antaryami, the one who is inside, immediately Bhagavan manifested. We always think that Bhagavan is somewhere outside, somewhere in the sky. Come, please come help. तेरे सिर पर सीताराम, भगवान राम. Which Ram? Like Lakshmi Narayan. Which Narayan? Lakshmi Narayan. Which Ram? Sita Ram. Which Shankar? Gauri Shankar. Like that. So the same way, Sita Ram. So when we say Sita Ram in Trinidad, that's what we mean. We mean Ram. But which Ram? Not Ram from down the road. It means Sita Ram. Like that. That's why Sita is given there. Alright. So why worry? And the next line is Pitu Raghuvara Sita. Our father is Bhagwan Ram. Matu Janaki Maya. Mother is Janaki Maya. फिर तेरे कटेंगे कष्ट तमाम. Bhagwan is there with me all the time. They'll remove all my kashta, difficulties. So then why worry? But we always think of him somewhere far, and therefore he never comes. By the time he takes a flight to reach here, you worry, don't kill you. Alright, anyway, those of you who are joining us tonight for the first time, we are seeing now Dhanya. What is Dhanya? 9 times Bhagwan Shiva tells to Parvati ji at the end of Uttar Kaand. 9 times he uses the word Dhanya in 9 forms. 9 times he uses the word Dhanya. And then our Yajna is 9 nights. So Dhanya. Nava means 9 in Sanskrit. Nava. Nava also means new. Nava. It means 9, it means also new. So, yes. So, you know why Nava means new also? This is a very simple thing. Nava means new because numbers end at 9. After that you have to start a new. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now what you do? Now you have to add. Yes. 1 to 1. Or 1 to 0. Like you have to keep adding. So you have to start a new series. Like that. After that. So anyway, Dhanya. 9 times Bhagwan Shiva uses the word Dhanya. And last night I explained it, not Bandhanya. Dhanya word in Sanskrit means fortunate, lucky, blessed. What other word you could think about in English, like along the same lines, right? Fortunate and lucky and blessed we are. Blessed is perhaps the best word. Dhanya. So we saw that last night, the one Dhanya. So tonight we have to see number 2 Dhanya. Because this is number 2 street. Alright. We'll do invocation. Then we'll do chanting of this. All verses. This comes after 126 in Uttar Kaand. Gajananam Bhutaganaadisevitam Kapitjambo Phalasara Bhakshanam Umasutam Shokavinashikaranam Namami Vighaneshwar Pankajam Ya Kundendu Tushar Har Dhavala Ya Shubha Vastravrata Ya Vina Varadanda Mandit करा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शंकर प्रभृतिभिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेष जाड्यापः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः हरि लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं कारुण्यरूपं रघुवंशनाथं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमोख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम
मंगल भवन मंगलहारी द्रवभूष दशरथ अजिर बिहारी
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम
रघुकुल रीति सदा चली आई प्राण जाए बरु बचन न जाए
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
धन्य देश सो जह सुर सरी धन्य नारी पतिव्रत अनुसरी
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
धन्य सुभूप नीति जो करई धन्य सुद्विज निज धर्म न डरई
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
शोधन धन्य प्रथम गति जाकी धन्य पुण्य रतमति सोई पाकी
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय
नर उपज नीत श्री राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
बोलो राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
राजा राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम।
श्यावर रामचंद्र की
जय।
जय 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 राघवा जानकी वल्लभा।
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 जय सुर नर वंदिता जामवंत सेविता।
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 जय 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 राघवा जानकी वल्लभा।
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 जनार्दन जगन्नाथ जानकी कांत राम।
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 जनन मरण वर्जिता जनकपुर विराजिता।
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 जय 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 राघवा जानकी वल्लभा।
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 जय सुर नर वंदिता जामवंत सेविता।
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 जय 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 राघवा जानकी वल्लभा।
जय 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 राघवा जानकी वल्लभा।
जानकी वल्लभा।
जानकी वल्लभा।
जानकी वल्लभा।
जानकी वल्लभा।
श्यावर रामचंद्र की
जय।
जय। जनन मरण वर्जिता जामवंत सेविता। जनकपुर विराजिता। जनन मरण वर्जिता means Bhagwan Ram is beyond birth and death. We die. This body dies. And when the difference is, when we die, right? Pretty soon all of us will be gone. Others will be here, right? Do you know where you will be going after? Take a guess. You can't even guess. Isn't it? Where will we be going? Acha, theek hai. You don't know where you will be going. Forget about that. You came, na? You know where you came from? That you know also. You know where you came from? And you know where you? Look at we condition. For the one who is like that, he has birth and that is the meaning of birth and death. But he doesn't know where he came from, he doesn't know where he is going. So he was born, we say he was born. But Bhagavan knows where he told the Devatas, na? Bhagavan told, okay, theek hai, I'll come. The Devatas went there. Mother Earth also went, telling, this Ravan, we can't bear him anymore, you know. So Bhagavan said, okay, theek hai, I'll come. So he knows when he's coming, where he's coming, why he's coming, he knows everything. So if he knows that he's not born there, he just migrated. He just migrated. He migrates. We transmigrate. We go from body to body and we don't know. Actually, human being is a peculiar being. This fella knows nothing and he thinks he knows everything. That is a human being. Last week Tuesday for dinner, what you eat? Tell. You see? I just gone a week back, and you know. What time you went to sleep? Last week Tuesday. You see how many things we don't know? But he thinks he knows everything. That is pride in knowledge. When he really knows nothing. And even the things we know, we don't know so good. Because there's always somebody to come and show otherwise. He'll come and tell some other thing. Then you don't know if what you know is true or not. Anyway, so that Bhagavan who knows when he's coming, he also knows, I'm going to leave at this time and I'm going to go back where? So he's beyond birth and death. He's called Janana Marana Varjita. That is the line. Janana Marana Varjita, Janakapura Virajita. Like that. Janakapura Virajita means he shone forth in Janakpur. When he went there, everybody came out to see this Ram. The whole world came out to see. Who is this Ram? Everybody. Whole world means whole of Janakpur. We heard that this Ram has come. Who is this Ram? Let's go see. And when one saw and told the other one, and that news spread like wildfire, went viral. News went viral. Yeah? And everybody came to see Ram. Alright. So that is just the bhajan which was the bhajans are so nice. I tell you, those people who left Sanatan Dharma and went for something else, they don't know what a treasure they left. It is amazing. A treasure. You leave diamond and pick up tinsel paper on the road. You know the tinsel paper where it shine when you like that? You leave diamond where shining like this and you pick up tinsel paper. The depth and profundity, the subtlety, the esoteric nature of this tradition. The world has yet to see that thing. Last night we saw such a simple, that 1/4 of a chopai, where ages ago, eons ago, the rishis taught about revering the prakriti, the nature, the rivers, the trees, the mountains, taught about revering the animals, and now we realize that we sabotaged our own existence by destroying everything. Last week, they brought 8 cheetahs. You know the cats? Cheetahs? Like resembling the tiger. They brought 8 cheetahs from Namibia to India. 8 cheetahs. They had to reintroduce cheetahs back to India. That was native to India. You know why? Because when the British people came there, that was hunting. Not only British, we shouldn't bring the British, Indian people too. They're gonna kill out all. So for the last 50 years, there was no cheetah in India. Because who? We kill it out. Now you realize, oh, we shouldn't have killed the animal. Now they bring it back. Now they have funds all over the earth trying to protect species from extinction. Because we all belong to a chain, a tapestry of life. All interdependent. And when you kill out one, you're taking out links from the chain. But you see, what happens is a tiger kills a deer, right? A tiger kills a deer for food. And a bear kills a fish for food. And this like that. There's something going on in nature like that. The man who doesn't need to be in that, he also goes and kills. So what is the difference between he and the animal? He doesn't need to do that. He could survive. You could eat corn and bhaji. Isn't it? You don't need to do that, but you choose to be like the animal. You could evolve. So, in this way, human beings have come now to disrespect the whole of the Prakriti, and that reverence for the whole nature and all was lost. And so last night our topic was like that thing. जिस देश में गंगा बहती है, and here is the chaupai, Dhanya desi. So, jahan surasari. Blessed is that nation, that world or that place where Ganga flows, in other words, where the Devi, where rivers are considered to be like a Devi. Every river in Trinidad dead. Isn't it? We kill them. One businessman, he factory there on the river bank. He factory on the river bank and is spewing poison into the river. So all the people come out and protest, and his own daughter come out and protest. She joined the protest against her own father and factory. So the father come out and he meet the daughter in the protest. He said, where is this? You turn against your own father? You know, blood is thicker than water. He said, not that. She said, not that water. Blood is thicker than water? You go and see the water where you're just putting all. So, because we lost this reverence, we now have to take scriptures to remind us. And see, without scriptures also, people are realizing that if we don't protect the nature, we don't protect the Prakriti, we don't do this, we will kill our self. Because what? What goes around? But all the children in the preschoolers say the same thing. What goes around comes around. They know. You kill, well, nature will come for you. Nature will stalk you. It will come under the crack of your door and get you. Yeah. Alright, so this was for those who were not there last night. Now, so today, what is today's Dhanya? Very unique thing. One word again. Yesterday Ganga. Today one word Dhanya. See this. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
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 Shri
Bar Ramachandra ki
Jai.
Dhanyade Sasso Jahasurasari. Then next one. Dhanya Nari Pativrata Anusari. Dhanya Nari. Nari in Sanskrit means, this is Sanskrit word, even though it's Awadhi book. Nari means woman. Stri. Nari, these are synonyms. Blessed is that woman who is pativrata. Pativrata means? Pativrata means who has fidelity to husband. That is the meaning. Now, don't jump to any conclusions fast. It is a very profound precept of the scriptures. And what it symbolizes is the one who has sthira buddhi. And why women are singled out in the scriptures? What sthira buddhi means firm, steady, fixed intellect. Why that is singled out, why women are singled out in the scriptures for that? Because, and this is a very, very important thing, people misinterpret these things very badly. You know, if the mind is in the ditch, the mind will pull everything else down in the ditch. Correct or not? One fella telling the next one, I see one, it's a real thing. Hey, take your mind out of the ditch. It's crowded mind. He mind in the ditch already. So, it is like this. I just follow step by step now, and I'll tell you why women are singled out. If you see the life of any great person, that great person is made by their father or made by their mother. You know, Hitler killed so many people. Hitler was abused by his mother. And all the great people, you see the life of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji attributes his, whatever he achieved, to his mother. In other words, and this is the first idea, I'm giving those examples because of this. Mothers make the world. Fathers go on about all about. Mothers make the world. लोग कहते हैं कि भगवान नहीं आ सकते. भगवान cannot come. People say भगवान cannot come all the time. इसलिए वो माँ को भेजा. He sent mothers. Really speaking, and if you look around, you will see, and I'll tell you, these are all very fundamental teachings, and if we follow, we imbibe them, everything will be fine. No matter what that father is, if that mother's buddhi is sthira, if that mother's intellect and mind is firm and straightforward, and proper, that family will be proper. It cannot be otherwise. I'll tell you a real example. That friend will not be here. But when I was in high school, we were talking 15 years old. My next friend next to me, he's only 15 years old. His father died. Died from what? Alcohol. He was a proper drunk. Proper alcoholic. And these children only, all still in school. He did. But you know, that mother was a firm, upright lady, and alone. My other friend here also, same. Alone she took care of those children, and all of them excelled in whichever field they went to. And all credit, because father, drunky, he gone. Not drunky, what do you call? Drunkard. Yeah. Wrong word. You know. Druggy. I get it wrong there. In Balmain, it have a fella there. He is an alcoholic and his son is a coke addict. He's an alcoholic and his son is a coke addict. So when the two of them passing down the road, people say, look, rum and coke passing. Trinidadians have fertile minds, I tell you. They come up with all kind of things. They come up with every nice thing. Anyway, so the mother was a straight, upright. This is what is called in Bhagavad Gita as Sthira Buddhi. Now see, those four children, I'm just using the example to show you my point. Those four children came out to be four proper civil servants in the government service, working in offices, serving the people of this country. Had that mother not been firm and upright and dharmic mother, and that father died at that age when they were all in school, high school, had that mother not been that type of lady, what those four children would have done? And right now, the problem in this country, the biggest problem in this country is crime. You all know that. Of course, the price of gas too, but crime. The problem is crime in the country. Everybody is crumbling under the weight of crime. And that is because of the same thing. See, if that mother was not straight and upright and hold those children together, that is what they become. Because in every species, it is mothers that groom children. In every species. And all the things about you need a father figure and this and that, that is all excuses. Excuses, I'm telling you. My next door friend here, his father died, all of them were young. Every one of them went to university. Because the mother took a tray and went and sell achar in school. Mother alone. Where was the father figure? No father figure. Excuses. We are very good at finding excuses. So, according to Hindu tradition, it is mothers that make the world. Every great soul that we know was the product of a straight and upright mother. Read the story of the mother of Shankaracharya. Read the story of the mothers of all the great people that you know. You'll see. And so, the scriptures over and over tell that if that mother adheres to these principles of the scriptures, the world will be made. The world will be taken care of. So women are singled out for this reason. And it is not anybody made it like that. We did not socially engineer that. Prakriti made it like that. Nature made it like that. Mothers and of course, grandmother. Later on they teach things. Grandmothers teach to Like the little boy. He went to his father. He said, Papa, why does it rain? Why does it rain? He said, oh son, the rays of the sun in the sky send down energy. The energy is absorbed by the H2O molecules on the surface layers of the ocean. And that causes them to vaporize, and they go up and they form clouds. And when there is precipitation, rain comes down. So the little boy gone by grandmother. He said, I asked Papa, why does rain? He tell me about precipitation and all kind of thing. So the grandmother said, Beta, you don't worry about this father. He know nothing. In the sky, there is a king, a Raja. And that Raja has a little son like you. Oh, really? And that Raja has a palace behind his house. And that little son, that Raja has a swimming pool behind his palace. And that little son plays in that swimming pool. And he has a baby elephant as a toy. And that baby elephant takes water and sprays on that boy like this from the swimming pool. And some of that water comes down here as rain. That little fella say, I know something wrong with Papa. In other words, you see, even to teach a precept or to teach something, you have to know how and when and how to teach, isn't it? At that age of the boy, this is what he'll understand. But the father doesn't have that thing. So now, to get back to this, why women are singled out in the scriptures in this regard? Because women make the world. And even now modern sociologists say that if the world had all women rulers, women leaders, there would have been no war. We have all this war going on, and all the price of gas and all kind of thing going up. Why? Men leading the world. No war would have been there. So anyway, so that is the first point. Why women are singled out in scriptures like this. Now, second point. What is our verse here? Dhanya nari pati vrata anusari. Means who has a firm adherence and a firm devotion to that husband. It means to say, what is being spoken about is not the social precept which you know. What is being spoken about is sthirata of the mind. If that sthirata of the mind is not there, you're going to have a society. I say I'm using Sanskrit words. Sthirata of the mind means a steady, firm, fixed mind. So the Vivaha Sanskar brings two people together. So this person will have a firm fixed mind on this person, and this person will have a firm fixed mind on that person. And then the mind not jumping like monkey everywhere. The products of that type of mind is what we have today, the crime. But when those two minds are fixed like that, the product of that marriage is going to be solid, sound citizens, great leaders, great social engineers, those who are going to make society. That is the idea. And not just to be taken, oh, the scriptures and all, they are misogynistic. Quickly people jump to that damn kind of thing. We are talking about social engineering, making a civilization. And if you want to build Taj Mahal, you go and collect rice straws from the lagoon. Rice straws go build Taj Mahal. Go any mangrove and cut some mangrove wood. You build Taj Mahal. What are you going to do? Build Taj Mahal. You have to get the finest quality marble from Makrana or wherever it comes from. Isn't it? In the very same way, if you are going to make society, make humanity, make civilization, if you're going to make posterity, you're going to make the world, what you will have human beings who have fickle, weak minds. Such people cannot make a world. What will make chaos? And since out of the two, the mother is the one who makes the child, and it's the child that makes the world, that is why mothers are singled out, you see. And so if that mother's mind is fixed and firm, sthira buddhi she has, everything is taken care of. We have no problem thereafter. Just, I'm telling this tonight because women should understand the most important and significant role they have in shaping history and shaping posterity, shaping this world in which we live. Women have to understand that thing, in spite of men. Then the scriptures tell at other places also. We'll see. I collected some nice gems from scriptures to tell you about women. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
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 Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Sakanya Lal ki
Ram,
Manusmriti, a very famous line. Yatra naryastu pujyante, wherever, in whichever country, whichever desh, whichever society, civilization, women are worshipped. And see what we are doing now. We are worshipping the three forms of the Devi. Tell which civilization on the earth does. You see the other civilizations and the other traditions where women is worshipped like that. You have to see, in Navratri time also, the Kanya Puja, you know? Very famous. In Nepal, you don't know. If you go to Kathmandu, Nepal, there is a live Devi goddess. Live, little goddess. She sits in that temple. Very famous temple. And people from all over the country come to worship her. She lives there. And when she reaches the age of maturity, she goes and another Devi is brought. And the whole country comes to do, the king also goes to do Arati for the Devi. Where, in which tradition you will see women are worshipped like that? You know, I remember when I say this about how women are venerated in this tradition. I remember a very wonderful statement of Raviji. He reminds everybody, you know, even Ravan never beat his wife. Ravan never raised his hand once for Mandodari. Ravan never raised his hands even once. I mean, such a bad fellow who did such bad things, even that fellow, even in the midst of his war, when everything was going on, Ravan still listened to Mandodari. He gave an A. Okay, tell Mandodari what you have in mind. Such a terrible guy. I mean, he's the villain of the era. But the villain of the era also listened to his wife. And that's why when Bhagwan killed Bali, in Trini language, you know, if I tell in Trini language, and that's told in nice Awadhi, it's not told like this. But I'm going to tell in Trini language. Bali said, Bhagwan, why you shoot me? Why you shoot me? This is Trini you're talking. Bhagwan said, because you're too stupid. Bali said, what do you mean I'm stupid, Prabhu? He said, your wife tell you to go and you still come. You correct me, you see your mind. This is Trini language. Tara told him, you can't think. But he still went. So, this is the only tradition on the earth you will find where women are given such an esteemed position and venerated and worshipped. And one more thing. It is true that because we have had a lot of outside influences and westernization, you know, other influences from other cultures and all, we may have forgotten our own traditions and all that kind of thing. But it is still there. We can retrieve it, isn't it? Traditions are there. So, the Manusmriti, look how long ago. Manusmriti is almost 2000 years old. Manu says, Yatra naryastu pujyante, wherever women are worshipped. He says, Ramante tatra devataha. The gods come there to revel. Because of the same thing. This is tied to what I was telling in the beginning. If women are revered and venerated, and women are respected, and women, for themselves also, take up their role seriously, the society that will be produced by such women, that society will be a godly society. The devatas will feel at home there. So the gods come there to revel, where women are revered and venerated, where women are worshipped. And then in the other scriptures and all, the scriptures will big up women, you know. I have to tell you what to do. This is Devi time also. Nisarga nipunaha striyaha. What it means? Women are by nature efficient. By nature efficient. Let me tell you something. You will see a mother. She on the phone. And she turn in the pot too. Right? And the baby crying there too. So she gone there, pick up the baby. Oh, take care, Papa, take care. No, not you. I'm talking about the child. Talking to the child. She'll do, and when you give a man more than one thing to do, you give him two things to do, he lost all the weight. But this mother will do everything. That's why when in the morning, when you have 6 children in the house, and in the morning when the dawn cracks, and he get up, he glad to go to work. And this mother dealing with all 6 of them every day, one time. And I'm quoting from scriptures also. Nisarga nipunaha striyaha means by nature, by birth. Nisarga means by birth. You don't have to teach a woman efficiency. By birth, the scripture says by birth. Nisarga, efficient. That is why, see, we could get that food done quickly, the mother. You put the father in the kitchen there. He burn water too. And the next one, pratyutpannamati. Pratyutpannamati in Trinidad language, slick-minded. That's why when you tell, when a child try to fool the mother give a reply, right back. Correct or not? The father will say, where say that? You is my father or is your father? That is the reply he has. But the mother will give that appropriate reply. Because the mind is very sharp. This is perception of the scriptures. Very sharp. So the scriptures like this talk about how great qualities mothers have, women have, and the reason why that pativrata is given is to make that mind steady. And there's a patni vrata on the other side, pativrata on the side, and patni vrata on the other side, to make that mind steady. And if two steady minds come together, sthira buddhi come together, there is nothing stopping this world. And because we don't have that in today's world, that is why we have the kind of world we have. You understand that? Because they jump in like monkey. So what, you have a monkey world? All right. So these are the ideas and precepts which are there in. Now, I want to tell you one word comes here. At that time, I did not see this line. When we formed the youth group here in this settlement, Mala, and Anita, and Anna, and Indira, and all those who were there in those days, we used to call them Nipuns. That was the name of the group. Nipuns. But that Nipun word, Nisarga Nipunaha. It means those who are efficient, those who are bright, those who are aware, those who are sajag. Sajag, you know, means with it. Otherwise, you're out of it. With it means you're there, present. Otherwise, when it don't happen, then you say, like, you know, it has three types of people in the world. One type of people, they make things happen. They make things happen in this world. The second type of people, they watch things happen. And the third type of people, they say, what happened? When it don't happen now, then they ask, what happened? Means you're not with it. So this Nipun word, which is given here, Striyaha, women have all of these. Look here. I'll tell you. One day, this is a real story now. Mr. Ramkilawan interviewing some new candidate for teaching position. So, Mr. Ramkilawan and Ms. Ramsewak, the two of them in the office there. So Mr. Ramkilawan is to ask me, what do you think? After you interview and all that, whatever. So, when I look at the address and the form, I realize that the candidate lived right on the road somewhere. So, I asked in Mr. Ramkilawan, the candidate living somewhere right here? Yeah, somewhere right here, she said. So then I asked Ms. Ramsewak, because if she's from here, Ms. Ramsewak from that same village. Where's she from? Ms. Ramsewak said, right down the road. I said, where down the road? When she directed now. When you go there, on this left side, there is only one house which is unpainted. How she noticed that thing? I pass in there every day and I never see an unpainted house. Yeah. But there's a sharpness. That sharpness women have more than men. Every day I drive in on that road. Unpainted house. That's what I mean to say. So this Nipun word includes all of that. That women have a sixth sense which men do not have. That kind of thing. All right. So the onus for saving the world is really with women. You have a great responsibility. The onus is on women. Okay, now we will shift to another part of our program. That was supposed to be there in the beginning, but nobody tell me. They just put paper here, but I don't read. I read them paper in the end. But now we'll call on Andrew to tell about this program.
Next on the list we have Miss Anita Teklal. I don't think she's here, she just left. So Mala, could you collect on behalf of Anita? Anita has been a member. One of the Nipuns or the chicks, as we fondly call them. Anita is a busybody, always here, there, and everywhere in the satsang. And finally, we'll call on Miss Tara Banwari to receive on behalf of the family. Share. Oh. So Miss Tara, she's fondly called to lives here and is always active, has been one of the pioneers and leaders and supporters of the Chinmaya mission, always present. So we want to thank her.
If Evans was here, we'd have to get 2 shawls. This one more.
Right, so we also want to mention Evans who is no longer here. He received a token previously. And we also have Mr. Arjun Ramada, who used to live next door. He's no longer here too. Mm-hmm. He would have received a token on behalf, from the mission, on behalf of his service to the mission. And Swami, before I close, I was called about more than 2 occasions today, and you probably had to teach us this prayers. The family here was worried with the rain. There was thunder and lightning in the south and the north, and I told them, don't worry. Swami teach us the prayers. There'll be no rain.
So I'll just give you a glimpse into what is going to be there tomorrow with Dhanya. Dhanya Des Jaha Surasari, Dhanya Nari. Blessed is that woman, that mother, Dhanya Nari. Then tomorrow, Dhanya so bhu puniti jo karai. Blessed is that king. Blessed is that prime minister. Blessed is that president. Which president? Which prime minister? Which king, you know? Bhupu means ruler. Blessed is that ruler. But which ruler? We'll see that tomorrow. Not any ruler. Not any ruler. It tells here also, which is the blessed ruler. All right. Now, I'll just, before we have the arati and all that kind of thing, I'll just speak to you a little bit about, last night also I spoke, but I'll speak a little bit more. In fact, Bihariji introduced last night that when I came here, I wanted to go back to India. Bihariji came up with a nice narrative. The mission has, people keep saying everywhere that, and there's a true thing, people keep saying everywhere that Swami Prakashananda did this and Swami Prakashananda did that and all that kind of thing, right? But really, I only have 2 hands. How many things can I do? So if you see the mission has progressed over the last 25 years, and it has done, well, all of that work is done by hard-working people like you only. Because one person, if I have, suppose I was digging drain, how much drain I will dig? You know, when I will finish. But so many people came, and sometimes we fail to remember or mention because it's too much to remember, right? I mean, when you're talking about thousands of people, it's very difficult to remember everybody. But so many people came from all walks of life. Look, I'll just give you a simple example. Let me just tell you tonight. I don't know if he's listening, but we started in the temple there, right? Now we only had a little space under the house. That space is 30 feet by 10 feet. It's a very, very small space. 30 feet by 10 feet. So when the satsang started, the news reached Mr. Ramdas from Shogunas. Mr. Ramdas came to the satsang there and saw that we have this little space underneath. And he said, "What do you all need?" I said, "Well, if we could extend the space a little bit, we have more space for people." So what you need? We need these purlings and these galvanized and all we can just extend. So Mr. Ramdas said, "Yeah man, buy it, I'll give you money." No, see, Mr. Ramdas is not here. You all have not seen him. Nobody. And for years you're sitting under that shed in front. But you don't know. You see? So when you see something, and I have to tell also, next door was Tom Kaand. Tom Kaand was living next door. Tom Kaand was working in some company back here. He saw the galvanized and the purlin lying on the floor there. He said, "Where is that for?" I was like, "I'm going to build a shed here." Next day, Tom Kaand will come with all the workers and they put up the shed. Now, you don't know Tom Kaand, you don't know Mr. Ramdas also. But like this, there are so many countless people who contributed in so many ways that you don't hear about, you don't see, and you don't know. And this is how the mission worked. I didn't build no shed. But when people passing in the road, they say, look, 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 Swami put up a shed there. And that's what I say. Swami put up a shed there. Merely for one galvanized. So like this, so many countless people They did all of this work and all of these things going on. Not one person. And perhaps the one person who knows all the people will be me, and because I meet so many, I forget all the time also. So, the present school which went up, let me just tell you, because this will be coming also on media and all. The present school which went up, but that day I said it cost $30 million. $30 million is what actual cash that we spent. There was another $10 million given by other people in kind. The engineer, the architect, the quantity surveyor, all of the people who did the soil test, we paid none of these people. Mr. Prince, Kenneth Prince, brought his men and worked there for months. He alone contributed $1 million without being recorded. So you have to add to the 30 million another 10 million. So what it actually costs is 40 million, what is standing there. Right? 10 of which was given in kind, different people. So, like I said, if I had to work and save $40 million, but people came from all over and people made their contribution in various ways, and so that is how the work is going on. And it is fair also, because I wouldn't send no children, me have no children. I wouldn't send no children to that school. It's all you ever send all the children and grandchildren and everybody, isn't it? I don't go to school and me have no children. So the society comes together, the society makes, the society builds, the society runs, and everything. And I don't know how all of that, the Swami get the credit. But really the credit belongs to all the hard workers of this mission in 25 years. They have made a sterling contribution in so many various ways. And so it is going on by all the hard workers. Huh? All right. So this is how the mission is going on like that. People are... And also, one thing, people like to see where their money goes. Correct? People like to see where their money goes. And they are seeing, so people don't mind. They are contributing to that thing. All right. Let me tell you some announcements now, and then we will have the Aarti. Tomorrow night is third night by Uncle Beta and Auntie Doll. Third Street, just, if you don't know Uncle Beta, just come in the street. If you come in the street and you miss that Yajna, that's what I was just taking you out of it. You come in the street and Third Street and everything will be fine. On Sunday, October 2nd, that is during this Yajna, this Sunday, right? Sunday coming. Sunday coming will be the 2nd. That is the actual day. Raviji is calling it Foundation Day. Foundation Day. The foundations of the mission was laid. 2nd of October. We will have that night, not here in the streets, but we'll have it in the ashram. All right? Because more space, more people will be coming. Fitya address will be given by Raviji. On that day, Dr. Sharda Mahabir also will be speaking. And we will have satsang first and then the speeches after. Found on the 2nd of October. And everything, food and everything will be provided for everybody. So try and make it on that day. All of you who have been associated with the mission for all of these years, please come. Everybody who is not associated also, come. Okay. All right. Now, you don't know what a dosa is. If you don't know, let me tell you what a dosa is. It is take white rice and urdi dal and you soak them. White rice and urdi dal, you soak them for about 7-8 hours. Then you put them in a blender and you blend it together. And you leave it overnight for 12-14 hours. It ferments. And then you spread it on a tawa and it makes a nice crepe-like thing. Makes a nice crepe-like thing. And now that, because rice and dal only, there's nothing else there. That is eaten with many other type of nice things cooked in masala, like paneer and aloo and tomato sauce. And so you have that crepe-like thing is called a dosa in South India. And that thing sells in India by billions, not millions, billions. It is such a popular food. So when they're making dosa, they make... So when I returned here 25 years ago, and then from here moved to the ashram 5 years after, we had a karat shed there, and I started making dosa. And slowly, slowly, people used to come and take a little taste. And slowly, slowly, I grew on them. They didn't know what is dosa, but it grew on them. And then we started making, and then when the food fair came, we started making for the... So now dosa has become a big thing. So on the 16th of October, we have Diwali Dosa Day. We will be making in the hundreds of dosa. So first dosa, you eat dosa with paneer. Next dosa, you eat dosa with masala. Masala means what you will call something close to curry aloo. Next dosa, pizza dosa. So you'll have the toppings like pizza. Next dosa, we have 10 dosa on that day. Next dosa, doubles dosa. Yeah, with chana and bandhanya and all that kind of thing. Next dosa, genie dosa. Not genie like genie will come out from a bottle. Genie means chipped vegetables cooked on the dosa. Genie dosa. Next dosa, pesto dosa. Not all these are innovations of Trinidad. You will not get it in India also. Pesto dosa. If you know what pesto is, with pine nuts and basil. Next dosa, cheese dosa. Like cheese alone. Next dosa, Szechuan dosa. That is a hot pepper. Szechuan, red hot pepper. Next dosa, mother-in-law dosa. Next dosa, that is called burrito dosa, Mexican. And last dosa, introduction this year, is gunpowder. That is explosive. It really is a powder. So you have to come and see what is gunpowder dosa. All right, so on the 16th of October, we start at 11 a.m. You buy dosa and carry home for your family too. All right, and it is gluten-free. Gluten-free, all those who are gluten-free people, dosa is your thing. Healthier than that deadly white flour roti you just eat. All right. Okay, and last, Chinmaya Vidyalaya Sant Tulsidas campus is accepting A-level students also from now. So those who are interested in doing A-levels, you can do it now at the new Vidyalaya. All right. There are still 1 or 2 classrooms that you can sponsor, those who want to sponsor a classroom. Still it is there. Alright, because there are still so many things to be done. Okay, ठीक है, आरती के लिए सब खड़े हो जाइए. Shri Ramayana ji ki
Bhakti Shri Ramayana ji ki
Kirti kalita lit siya
Kirti Kalitala Vedasiya Piki
Arati Shri Ramayana Bolo Sambho Bhavani, Sambho Bhavani, Bolo Sambho Bhavani, Sambho Bhavani, Sambho Bhavani,
Sambho Bhavani, Sambho Bhavani,
Bolo Sambho Bhavani, Bolo Sambho Bhavani,
Sambho Bhavani, Sambho Bhavani, Sambho Bhavani, Sambho Bhavani.
Hare Krishna, Maya
Hare Krishna, Maya
Kirti Kalitala, Vidasiya Piki.
Vinati Kale Kala, Vedasiya Viki.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram.
Shri Rama Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Rama.
Jaya Jaya Rama,
Jaya Jaya Rama,
Jaya Shri Rama,
Jai Shri Rama,
Jaya Jaya Rama,
Jaya Jaya Rama,
Jaya Shri Rama,
Jai Shri Rama, Jai Shri Rama.
सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। मंगलम भगवान विष्णु, मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजः, मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं, मंगलायतनो हरिः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, बोलिए दुर्गा माता की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम तत्सत।